This is David Memmon of Lottodds, and it is January 27th, 2016. Okay, today I'm going to go over the Lottodds prediction tool and the upgrade that I inserted in there recently. I'm going to concentrate today and just pick three, all right? And I'm going to be working with the New Jersey Lottery website, which is here. All right, yesterday's winning numbers, January 26th, was for the midday 371, and for the evening was 149. All right, so originally the way the prediction tool was working was only with the past winning numbers, and then I added the combined winners here, and I'm going to show you how these two work together. All right, first of all, you have to understand how the tool predicts the next winning number. The next winning number, say for example here, 149, is predicted by the past winning number having at least two digits matching. As long as the past winning number has two digits matching to the next winner, then it can predict the winner within a group of numbers, and I'm going to show you that that's done. All right, so let's see what numbers match, two digits match 149 and previous winning numbers. And let's see here, 149, here look, right here, 149. However, you see how 4 and 9, they do match, but none of the two match the first digit. So not only do the first digits have to match, but also one of the two digits have to be matching the first digit here to get a straight. If they don't match, then it could be something like a box game. Okay, when I say they don't match, when they don't match the first digit here, then it could be played as a box game. So let's look for a number that has, right here, right there, the next number. Look, 913 matches here, 371. The 1 matches, and then the 3 matches, and then the 3 is in the first position. So for a straight win. So what that tells you is that 913 predicted 371 in a group of numbers. And this is how it works. By simply putting 913 in there, the previous number, and apply, it will produce the winning number in a group of numbers 371. So here we go. So we put in 913, applied, and let's look for the winner 371, which should be in here, and there it is right there. And with every straight winner, there's 3 box winners. So let's look for 371. Here's 1, 371. Here's 2. Let's look for another one. There's a box, and that's 3, 371. Okay? All right, so that's how originally the prediction tool worked, but the problem was, as you saw earlier, what happens when a past prior number does not have two digits matching, okay? Or two digits where one matches the first digit in the winner, you see? So for example, here, you had 371, you have a 1 that matches right there, the 1, okay, and the winner 149, yet there's no 9. In the 371, there's no 9, so you need two digits. Okay, but look at this. 649 is carrying the 9 and the 4, okay? So wouldn't it be cool if you could combine, take 371, 649, combine them, and spit out a new number? Or even this, look, 917. You see that? 9, actually you have 9 and 1 there. So that produced it. We did that. Actually, we didn't do that. We did 371. Did you catch that? Look at that. 913 also has a 1 matching 147, 149, and it has a 9 matching. That means not only did 913 predict 371, but it also predicted 149. So let's go back to the chart the charts that we produce, the primary numbers that you say in the prediction tool. So let's look for 149. Should be in here too. 149. Look at an inverted. There it is. Bingo. So that one number 913 predicted 671 and 149. Why? Because it had two digits matching. It had, for example, in the 371, it had the 3 and the 1 matching, and the 3 was in the first position. Okay, and then in 149, okay, 913 had the 1 matching and the 9 matching, and the 1 was in the first position. So that's why that one number predicted two next winners, okay? And they showed up in this group here, which was only 108 numbers, which is not much at all. And there are ways to reduce these numbers, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. Okay, so 149, and there should be 3 box wins with that. So 149, here's 149, 149, 149, should be up top probably. 149, because duplicate numbers are removed. Here's another one, 149, that's 2. There should be one more. 14, and here it is, 149. All right, very good. All right, so now let's go back to combined winners I was talking about. All right, so let me repeat and say, for example, what happens if the pass winning number does not have a 1 and a 9 or 4 combined. For example, 371. You have a 1, right? And the next winner matches with the 1, right? Okay, but you're missing a 4 and a 9. So 371 would not predict 149. Okay, but look at this. You have 649. You have the 4 and the 9 matching the winner for 149. So wouldn't it be good if you could took 371 and 649, combine them together, spit out a new number where the new number would have two digits matching the 1 and the 4 and the 9. Okay, so let's do that. So that is where this comes into play. Combine winners. All right, I'm going to refresh the page, and we're going to put in 371. All right, 371, and we're going to, we're going to put in 37, which that probably is on the list here. All right, 371, and it takes 3 numbers. You have to put in 3 numbers. See, enter or choose exactly 3 numbers. That's how it works, because it has to pick 3 numbers. So I'm going to put 371, and I'm going to choose 267, and the last one I'm going to choose was the 649, okay, because we have the 4 and a 9 there that we need. So 649, apply, and there you go. You get all these numbers down here. Now, what it did was it took these 3 numbers, combined them together, and spit out all these numbers down here. Now, when you see all these numbers, so many numbers like this, that tells you that these 3 winners, past winners, have a weak number pattern because they had produced so many numbers down here. If these 3 past winners had strong number pattern, meaning the lottery machines and a lot of balls are spitting out, say, 7s and 2s and double 6s, like that, down here you'd have probably less numbers, from 1 to maybe 3 or 4, not all these. So this is a weak number pattern, and this is something you look at and say, I don't know if I'm going to play it or not. Maybe I'll do more research, okay? But you could see it's a weak number pattern. So I'm going to click apply, and when I clicked apply, this is what I received. All right, now 422 numbers. However, as you can see, these are the charts that came out here. You could do more research, and I'll show you later how to reduce these numbers, and especially with the draw alert that comes in daily to you. All right, so now let's look for the winner here, 149. Okay, so let's see here, look. First of all, I want to just go back to the numbers, and let's look for a number the new number that was produced that has a 1, a 4, and a 9 in it. A 1, a 4, or a 9 in it. So here's a 1 and a 4 right there. So there, it successfully combined these three and produced a number that has a 2 digits matching the winning number 149, and a 1 is in the first position. Let's see if there's any other number. Okay, 149. There it is. Here's a second one, 129. So it produced another number combined where the 1 and the 9 matches the winner 149, and they will produce a winner. So let's do this. To reduce everything. Actually, I was going to delete these, but let me just show you first this. Let's just look for the winner 149. Okay, it's definitely in here. All right, so 149, look for in the inverted numbers, 149, and there it is, 149. All right, so look at this. I could actually delete all these. All right, just take the 149, these two, or even this one. Okay, apply, and where's 149? There it is. All right, I want to show you what I'm going to be doing to make this this feature even more powerful, and it's going to help you reduce these numbers. You see the primary numbers even more, and it's going to help you get right on top of the winners. And just to let you know, remember, don't forget in the past videos these chart numbers here. You could do more research by going to the charts themselves. Like, for example, if you went to 1, it actually highlights the sections on the charts where the winner would most likely appear. So remember, the winner was 149, okay, and it was an inverted. So click the inverted here. Where's the 149? 149 is right there, and winner. You see? So it actually shows you in the green where the winner would most likely appear, and it helps you in your research, okay? So now, let me show you what I'm working on now in an additional upgrade to this prediction tool that's going to make it even more powerful. Now, one of the things, remember, in the past videos I told you concerning about the foundation of every lottery number from pick 3 or pick 2, because there are states that have pick 2, from pick 2 up to Mega Millions and Powerball. What is the foundation of every single lottery number that they sit on? Odd even. It's an odd even foundation, okay? Every single lottery number, either from pick 2 up to Powerball, Mega Ball, they all have to sit on an odd even foundation. So the first thing you need to do is to look at the odd even foundation and try to eliminate patterns, odd even patterns, which will allow you to eliminate many, many numbers from thousands to millions of combinations. So for example, here the first odd even combination foundation for here was odd, even, odd. Second, odd, odd, odd. Third, even, even, odd. And a lot of times they won't repeat back to back. So a lot of people, which is really foolish, but they don't know how to play, okay, will wind up playing a duplicate odd even foundation. Like they'll pick another odd even odd combination foundation, okay, and they won't realize that they're not going to win, and they have no clue why that they have already lost before they went in to buy their ticket. They don't realize that the foundation, the odd even foundation of odd even odd, tends not to repeat again. Okay, so if they pick like 3, 6, 1 or something like that, or 1, 3, 6, something like that, 1, 3, 6, excuse me, 1, 6, and something like a 7, okay, they will lose, and they don't realize why they lost, okay? So this is why it's important to learn how to pick lottery numbers so you can have better chances of winning. And this goes right up to Powerball and Mega Ball. You could be picking wrong odd even foundations and you would lose before you even purchased your ticket, and you won't even know why. You won't even have a chance of winning. Okay, here's the upgrade. Here's what I'm doing for the upgrade for the odd even foundation. Okay, here I am adding, this is, let me just show you here. This right here on the side here where you see odd even patterns, right? I am adding the odd even foundations for pick 3. If I remember, there's about eight patterns, 8 odd even patterns, like odd odd even odd, so forth. So depending on what the past winning numbers are, you can actually turn off, okay, or eliminate, certain patterns, which will, in these primary numbers, will eliminate many of the numbers that you don't have to play. Okay, so this is what I'm including in there, and it'll narrow down the winners. And we're going to go through this. I'm going to show you how this is so powerful and how it will work. Okay, we're going to do a real example here. All right, let's go back to, hold on a second, let's pull this up. All right, let's refresh this page. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's go to, let's see here. All right, first of all, I want to show you something. How to also combine the draw alert feature, because I'm going to bring that in with this example. All right, so today at 6 a.m. in the morning, I received the draw alert that chart 7. Chart 7 was the only chart that came out today for pick 3, and it hasn't produced a winner in 7 days. So that's hot. And you know what? That makes sense, because look, if you look at the New Jersey Lottery, okay, pick 3, the past winning numbers yesterday, look, 26 under 26, look what came out. The number 371, 7 came out. It wasn't a straight winner, and it wasn't the lowest winning digit in the box game, so it looks like it could come out as a straight winner or winning in box game. So it makes sense. And look at the number before that, 267, 7 came out again. So it makes sense that today, look, the alert was for chart 7. So what are the odds that 7 is going to come out a winner as straight or as the lowest winning digit in the box game? It's very high. So we're going to concentrate on 7, chart 7, okay? So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to go back to the prediction tool, and I'm going to put in the past 3 winners, 149, 371, 267, and see what's produced. And it's already here, okay, in the drop-down menu. So I'm just going to pick it from here, okay. You could take this and you could just put it here and just get the numbers from there. But the problem is, remember, you have to have two digits matching. So I feel that if I do it straight, if I take these numbers and just put it in the lower box, that I might not hit it. I might not have 2 digits matching in next winner with 7. So I'm going to just combine the numbers and have them spit out numbers. And I'm going to look at them right here, and you see it is a weak combination, but I'm still going to play this because we're going to reduce it with the odd even patterns. All right, so you got 422 numbers, but check. Remember, you got the draw alert that said chart 7. So what are you going to do? You're going to concentrate only on chart 7. So instead of me looking at these numbers, I'm going to go ahead and look at just chart 7. And look, 2 chart 7s came out here. All right, I'm going to go through them real quick. All right, look, chart 7, remember in the green numbers, this is where most likely the winner will appear. If I hit the invert, here's another view where the number might also appear. Okay, now remember this number starting with 704, okay? Now I'm going to go to the second chart, right? Chart 7, and I'm going to see what the difference is here. Why 2? Well, look at here. In the main view, okay, the number here, because you also have inverted here, you start out with 707, right? This line here, and then 770, that line there. Okay, vertical and horizontal. I'm going to go back to the original. Remember, look at here. Because 477, you had 7s in there, right? And 977. If you go back to the charts, remember, when it combined the 3 numbers, it spit out new numbers. And what numbers did it spit out with the 7? 477, right? And the next one was 977. So we're concentrating on those 2 numbers, okay, with the 7s in it. All right, so now I'm going to go back there. Now look, if I'm at 477 now, okay? So if I click the inverted, look at this. 7, the line 707, right? Vertical and horizontal 770. If I go to the other chart where you have the 977 viewing, look, similarities. Look at the similarities. The line 707 vertical and horizontal 777. 770. See? Remember, 477 has similarities. 707 line vertical and horizontal 770, and the other 977. So that is a powerful line. They're similar with both numbers, okay? The only difference is with this one, you got the main number is just different, and in the other one, you've got the inverted number that's different. But I'm going to show you how the odd even pattern that I'm going to introduce as a new upgrade is going to help you narrow this down. And what we're going to do is we're going to use here the date feature as well to help narrow numbers down as well. And you're going to see how wonderful that works and how powerful Lottodds can do this better than you can do it on your own. All right, hold on, let me pull this up. Now I've done this before. I took snapshots now of the charts and to show you how this would work, the odd even. Now the past winning numbers is 149, remember 371 and 267 we were working with, right? Right there, look, 149, 371 and 267, right? Okay. Now when the odd even pattern is implemented, this is very important, it allows you to eliminate many of the numbers that you should not play because most likely, and based on past number trends, these odd even patterns, past three numbers, would not repeat. So the past three winners, odd even patterns, would not repeat. So this is what would be, you would see the numbers that would be reduced. So, and the numbers that you see that are not crossed out are the numbers that have the potential of winning. However, if you put in the prediction tool that we went through before that I showed you, remember, we're working with 477, and this is the main view of 477, not the inverted view. Look what you see now. Doesn't it look clearer? Look where in the green where most likely the winner will appear. Look at the numbers that you have, right? Even more less numbers when you're working with the odd even patterns and crossing the numbers out. So in this pattern here, this is where the winners would most likely appear. You see that line where the numbers are not crossed out in the green? And then let's see the inverted view of 477. Okay, here's the inverted view of 477. Look at that. Look at the vertical. Look at the vertical numbers, how they're all crossed out. You should not play those at all because most likely the winner will not be in there. Okay, now look, that was the horizontal. Look at the vertical, right? The vertical, you have 770, 772, 774, 776, 778. Those are the numbers that would most likely be the winner, okay? And that. Now let's look at the other number that came out when we combined winners. That was the 977. Now remember we had identical patterns with 477 and 977, which was this view. So we don't have to repeat it in 977. So I'm only showing you the inverted view for 977. Now look at this. Look at 977. Look at the bottom inverted view of 977. They're all crossed out. So you don't have to play it because most likely they will not produce a winner. But look at the vertical. So the bottom was horizontal. The side from top to bottom was vertical, right? Look what you see here. It's not 790 and 792, 794, 796, 798. Most likely, in this view, this is where the winner would be. So you see, you have less numbers to play. And just to let you know, I did a date view of, see here on the top here, I did, see here, look, from October 1st, 2015 to January 27, 2016. I did the search for that So as you see, the highlighted numbers, you see in green, that's where the past winning numbers are, all right? And I did the back search from October to show me where the lotto balls and lotto machines, what columns they're hitting the most. So when you see under 977, the last column here, it hit 1, 2, 3 times. But let me show you under the other prediction number. Look, 477. Look at this column, of vertical column. You have another 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a powerful column right there where the lotto machines and lotto balls are hitting. So this is the inverted view. Let's see the main view here. See this column in the main view of 477? This column only has 3 hits right there. Excuse me, 2 hits. Okay, so if you do the inverted view of 477, look at that. The lotto balls and lotto machines have been hitting the most there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a powerful column to hit right here to choose numbers. And high odds of the winners showing in this section here. All right, so basically that's it. I tried not to make the video too long, but you know, you can't help it. I got to explain everything. All right, so I'll make additional videos on a prediction tool when I implement this odd even pattern. But you get the idea how odd even patterns are vital to you choosing the next winner, or you will be going into the store with losing numbers before you even bought your ticket. Okay, so I wish you luck.